Hi guys, welcome back. So as you can see from the background, since we last met, which was the 1-0 defeat to Watford, we've had some good results and we've had a bad result. After the 1-0 defeat, we took out our frustrations on Leicester City and we put the 6 past them. Luke Shaw got on the score sheet, Depay got 2, who still can't stop scoring. Ibrahimovic, Smalling and Mkhitaryan finished off the goals. We then played Leicester in the first leg of the EFL semi-final and we beat them 5-0. 11 goals in 2 games. Fair to say Leicester were getting pretty sick of playing us. That was a fairly rotated lineup as well and we still got 5. Rashford scored 4 and Martial got 1. So then we played Everton. We went 2-0 up, we looked very comfortable, and then Chris Smalling got sent off and we had 2 injured centre-backs, so I did not have a centre-back to play. So I had to move it around a bit and it didn't work, and in the end Everton came back and beat us 4-3. Very disappointed, but it's gone now, moved on, still top of the league. We no longer had the unbeaten run, so I'm not as disappointed as I was about the Watford game. Then we played Bournemouth, very similar situation again. We won 4-3 this time, but Ibrahimovic got a hat-trick. Lucas Lima, who I was going to show you that we've signed him, but you now know that, so I'll show you that in a minute. Marcus Rojo got sent off, and we had no centre-backs on the bench. So I had to change the formation, and we managed to hang on just. In the 94th minute, Artur Boric, the Bournemouth goalkeeper, almost scored, but luckily we kept hold of it. We're in the 4th round of the FA Cup. So in today's episode you will be seeing the away game against Arsenal and the second leg of the EFL semi-final against Leicester City. We're 5-0 up, so I'm going to play a bit of a rotated team and hopefully we can get into the final. So just before we get into the first game, I will quickly show you transfer dealings so far since the last episode. So you've seen that we brought in Lucas Lima for 10.75 million. He is a fairly good central midfielder, fairly cheap, so I thought I'll bring him in as a bit of a backup. 10.75 million, he's now valued at 23 million. His stats are fairly good, very good as an advanced playmaker, 17 passing, 14 first touch, 17 technique, things like that. They're not fantastic, but they're very good for a backup, so I'm very happy with that. We also bought in Jetro Willems. The reason I brought him in is because there's been a lot of interest in Daley Blind, and he's obviously currently our second left back and really the only other player in the squad that can play left back to a decent level. So I brought in Jetro Willems. He had a release clause of 11.25 million, so I'm really happy with that. I've used Jetro Willems before and I think he's brilliant. Very good crossing, which is just what I like from a full back. Good first touch, good dribbling. 15 pace, so we are working on his pace and his acceleration, so I am happy with that. I think he probably will get a few games, but obviously I can't see him getting in ahead of Luke Shaw as a first teamer, but he is mainly a backup. We've also moved on Marouane Fellaini for 10 million, hence bringing in Lucas Lima. Obviously Fellaini went, so I needed to replace him. I have decided to loan out Martin Ødegaard. I wasn't sure, I thought I was going to keep him, but then Middlesbrough wanted him. They said he's going to be a key player. They're paying 100% of his wages, so I'll keep an eye on him. If they're not playing him or if he's not playing very well, I'll bring him back, just so I can keep a better eye on him. But I'm happy to loan him out to Middlesbrough. I think he'll be fairly good for them. I've loaned out Tahith Chong to Millwall, and Maximiliano Romero, I've loaned him out to a Cypriot team, I think. Yeah, Cypriot team. As I said in the last episode, he doesn't have a work permit, so he can't play in England. So I've loaned him out. If he gets a few games over there and plays well, hopefully we'll get some international appearances behind him and he gives him a better chance of getting a work permit. So they're all the dealings so far. As you did see, there's been a few offers for Daley Blind. No one's quite matched my kind of the amount of money that I would expect for him just yet, but I have a feeling somebody's going to before the end of the window. Marcus Rojo is on the brink of leaving for the Chinese Super League for 12.75 million. If he leaves, I'm still fairly comfortable. We have Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Eric Bailly, Fosu Mensah, and obviously Daley Blind, who is still at the club. Fosu Mensah is still injured, so if Daley Blind does leave, I will look to sign another centre-back, but if Blind stays, I think I'm fairly comfortable with what we have so far, and then maybe look to bring in another centre back in the summer. So I'm happy with that so far. Let's have a quick look at the league table before we start. We're still top of the league, 5 points clear, still fairly comfortable. So let's get into the first game of the episode against Arsenal. Right guys, so as you can see from the bottom of the team field, a lot of injuries at the moment. Eric Bailly's obviously at the African Cup of Nations. Timothy Fosu-Mensah is injured. Smalling is suspended. Rojo is suspended, and Rashford's injured. So leaves us a little bit shy at the back, but hopefully no injuries and no sending off, and we should be okay. So we start with De Gea in goal. Raphael, Jones, Blind and Shaw make up the back four. Herrera and Pogba in midfield. Mkhitaryan on the right, Memphis on the left, Mata in the middle behind Ibrahimovic. On the bench we have Schneiderlin, Jetro Willems, Sebastian Corchia, Lucas Lima, Angel Correa, Dimitri Payet and Anthony Martial. So let's get into this game and hopefully we can get a victory. Okay, so goal kick from De Gea. Monreal wins the header, picks the ball up again, goes over the top. Jones will pick that up, gives it back to De Gea. De Gea clears it forward. Cazorla wins that to Ozil. Ozil to Coquelin. Coquelin to Alexis Sanchez to Olivier Giroud. Giroud to Sanchez. Sanchez to Ozil. Ozil to Ramsey. Saved by De Gea. So Jones on the ball gives it away to Koscielny. Up to Giroud. Giroud through to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez gets the shot away and it's a goal for Arsenal. I'm going to change this to a bit more of a fluid game because I don't think there's enough fluidity in our game at the moment. We're not really in the game. I mean, it's only 3 minutes in and we're 1-0 down. So the ball was through to Sanchez. Sanchez buried it in the bottom corner. It's not looking good for the start of this game. So those like a highlight straight away. Blind to Memphis Depay to Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic is tackled by Koscielny. It's too easy. Giroud out to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez gives it to Cazorla. Cazorla to Ozil. Ozil to Giroud. Saved by De Gea. It's too easy. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna remove the shorter passing. See if we can just do something with the ball rather than just passing it from side to side. Well, corners be taken by Mkhitaryan into the box. Bellerin cleared away only as far as Memphis Depay. Depay gets the shot away and that's it. We're straight back in the game. 1-1. Lovely finish from Depay, who, as I say and as I will keep saying, cannot stop scoring. Depay, lovely right-footed finish into the corner. 1-1. So Mertesacker to Cazorla to Koscielny. Koscielny finds Coquelin. Coquelin to Alexis to Giroud. Giroud back to Cazorla. Cazorla to Ozil. Ozil to Giroud. Giroud finds Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez to Ozil. That was sublime football from Arsenal. That not a lot we could have done about that, unfortunately. I think injuries are going to leave us struggling in this game. I think we're going to struggle to get anything from this. Luckily, we're still a few points clear at the top, even if Arsenal beat us here. I know that they've got games in hand, but we're still 4 points ahead of Arsenal, 5 ahead of Tottenham, 6 ahead of City. They do have games in hand, but it will still leave us top of the league, so a defeat isn't the worst result in the world here. So Mata through to Memphis. I don't know what happened there, but the Arsenal defence seemed to fall asleep. Depay just didn't really do anything with that. Check goes long. Herrera wins the ball. Koscielny out wide to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez can run with it. Rafael wins the ball. What on earth was that, Rafael? Rafael tried to play the ball back to De Gea, who obviously the pass was too short for him. I'm going to remove the play out of defence. Obviously we're not playing very well at the moment. We need to just get the ball out. So De Gea with the goal kick. Out wide to Mkhitaryan. Ibrahimovic can pick that up. Coquelin intercepts the ball. Alexis Sanchez still gets through. It's Alexis Sanchez, it's wide. So Monreal to Coquelin. Coquelin back to Monreal to Ozil. Ozil gives the ball away. Mate to Ibrahimovic, who can flick it on, but there's nobody there. Koscielny to Mertesacker. To Santi Cazorla. Is it to Ozil? Ozil could have looked for Giroud there. Giroud was in so much space in the middle. Shaw to Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic looking for Mkhitaryan but didn't reach him. Herrera gives it to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan to Rafael. Rafael can't get the ball in the box here. Thought he was going to run that out then. Mkhitaryan to Ander Herrera. Gets the shot away. Czech makes the save. And it looks like we're going to go in at half time 3-1 down. Yeah, we are. 3-1 down at half time. I am going to make a couple of changes because this isn't good enough. I'm going to take off Rafael. I'm going to take off Ibrahimovic. I'll put Martial up top. Alright, we'll leave it at that for now. See how the second half goes. Very poor first half. Is this a highlight? Memphis on the ball. In the box. Gives it out to Shaw. Shaw gets in the box. Czech collects it and the highlight will no doubt end. Cazorla over the free kick. Gives it to Francis Coquelin. Coquelin back to Cazorla. Cazorla finds Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez gives it to Giroud. Giroud to Ozil. Out wide to Cazorla. Cazorla can get it into the box. It's headed by Giroud. And it's 4-1. Very disappointing performance here by the boys. Very, very disappointing. Ozil played it out wide to Cazorla. I mean, look. What were they trying to do there? I'm not telling them to play an offside trap, so why were they all completely... Like, there was one man keeping everybody on side, and everyone else was just running out of the box. I'm not telling them to play an offside trap. I don't understand why they're doing that. Mata picks the ball up, goes back to Shaw. Shaw to Pogba. Pogba to Ander Herrera. Back to Jones. Jones to Ander Herrera. Out wide to Corchia. That's a good ball. Corchia into the box. Mata was there. Mkhitaryan gets the shot away. And that's a goal back. It's 4-2. That was a very good goal, actually. Why couldn't we have played like that for the last 57 minutes? Mkhitaryan with a lovely goal. Not much Czech could have done about that. So Mkhitaryan with a free kick into the box. Headed away by Bellerin. Memphis Depay now back to Luke Shaw. Shaw over the top looking for Pogba. Down to Martial. Mkhitaryan now. Gives it to Mata. Mata looks for Luke Shaw. Shaw gets it in first time. It's one Mata. It's Mkhitaryan, and that's 4-3. Now then. Can we come back and get a draw here? From 4-1 down, it is now 4-3. Mkhitaryan places it home. He wasn't going to miss that, especially after the last goal he scored. That one was a bit more simple. I am going to make a change here. We've got a number of attacking options, but all of our attackers seem to be playing okay at the moment. I'm going to take off Herrera and I'm going to bring on Lucas Lima. See if Lucas Lima can come on and make a bit of an impact. That's all three of our changes now. There is another highlight here. Pogba's on the ball. Looks to play it through for Martial, but Mertesacker intercepted that, but Martial's got through, and what on earth was that? I'm literally gobsmacked by that effort. Martial, that was terrible. I genuinely think my Nana could have had a better effort than that. That was awful. So 9 minutes to go. Hopefully there'll be another chance for us to get back on level terms here. If not, the boys have done really well to try and to get it back to 4-3. If we can manage to get an equaliser, I'll be astounded, because we've been awful in this game. 3 minutes of injury time to be played. Well, there is a highlight. So Czech goes to Koscielny, back to Czech. Gabriel. Gabriel to Cazorla. Cazorla out wide for Ozil. Is this an Arsenal highlight? It looks like it will be. Giroud. Giroud to Ozil. Ozil to Cazorla. Cazorla to Coquelin, who's in loads of space. Coquelin back to Gabriel. Gabriel takes his time on the ball. Bellerin now. They're playing themselves into trouble, Arsenal. Xhaka down to Cazorla, to Koscielny. Kieran Gibbs now. To Ozil. Ozil looks for Giroud. That's a lovely ball. Olivier Giroud. It's saved by De Gea. So it's a corner for Arsenal, which Ozil will no doubt take. So Ozil into the box. Mkhitaryan gets it away. Alexis Sanchez will pick this up, and barring a categorical mistake, I cannot see us getting a fourth goal here. Bellerin through. Tackled by Shaw. There's 30 seconds left here. If we go overload, Martial with a chance to run at the defence. Martial across. Koscielny puts it out. There's 20 seconds left, and we have a throw-in in their half here, and that looks like it might be that. Going to Pogba. Is he going to let us have the chance? Mkhitaryan. That was the last chance. There we go. 4-3 defeat. You can't. I mean, if the first 56 minutes was terrible, but then the last half an hour, we were actually okay. So obviously, I'm very disappointed that we lost that game, but you can't fault the lads for trying to get back into it. So it is another defeat. Let's have a quick look at the league table. So we are still top. We're 4 points clear of Arsenal, despite the fact they've just beaten us. Tottenham and City both have game in hands, as do Liverpool, but 9 points ahead of Liverpool, 6 ahead of City and 5 ahead of Tottenham. So I'm not too worried at the moment. Even with their games in hand, if they all win their games in hand, we're still going to be 2 points clear of the nearest team to us. So we'll move on to the next game, which is the second leg of the EFL Cup against Leicester. So I will see you when that game comes around. So the results have come in. City did win their game, but Tottenham did not. So we are still 3 points clear. We have a much better goal difference. So we may as well be 4 points clear as things stand. So at the end of the day, I mean, we were at the Emirates. It was a 4-3 defeat. We're still 3 points clear with a better goal difference. I'm still fairly comfortable that we're in a good position to be winning the league this season. Okay guys, this is the team I've selected for the Leicester game. Obviously Payet can't play because he's cup tied. Apparently Jetro Willems is also cup tied. I don't know how he can be cup tied because I didn't sign him from an English club. And Bailey's still on international duty. Matt is injured, Fossey is injured, Smalling suspended, and Rashford is injured. So we start with Sergio Romero in goal. Corchia, Jones, Blind and Shaw make up the back four. Lucas Lima and Schneiderlin in midfield. Mkhitaryan on the right, Martial on the left, and Correa behind Ibrahimovic. On the bench we've got Rafael, Angel Gomez, Leo Connor, who is from the under-18s. Looks like a very promising youngster. Ander Herrera, Memphis Depay, Paul Pogba, and Nishan Burkhardt, who's also a youngster from the under-18s. So let's get into this game, and hopefully, we're 5-0 up on aggregate, so if we don't win this game, I'm quitting Football Manager. So let's get into the game, let's see how it goes. So Correa to Schneiderlin, out wide for Shaw, Martial to Correa. Correa looks for Luke Shaw, it's a good ball. Shaw into the box, Ibrahimovic, 1-0. 2 minutes in, we are 1-0 up, and we are 6-0 up on aggregate. We are pretty much in the final. And by the way, just so you know, the other semi-final has finished, and if we are to win this game, the EFL Cup final will also be a Manchester derby. Yep. If we win, we will be playing Manchester City in the final. Just to add a little bit more interest to the fact that it's also for the trophy. So Wasilewski's there, Kaputska gets the shot away and it hits the post. Blind puts it out for a throw. So it's Leonardo Ajoa on the ball. Gives it to Matty James. James gets a shot away, saved by Sergio Romero. Is that the end of the highlight, or seems a very quick highlight if it is? Yeah, that's strange. Very quick highlight. So a corner kick, Mkhitaryan into the box. Wasilewski gets it cleared. It's Demarai Gray on the ball. A bit of no ball dribble in there. So Matty James. James through to Ajoa. Leonardo Ajoa, saved by Romero, corner kick to Leicester City. James to take it, into the box, cleared away by Lucas Lima. Gray picks it up, goes out wide to James, that's a good ball. Matty James is tackled by Mkhitaryan, and that's the end of the highlight. So that's half time, fairly quiet first half, fairly comfortable, 1-0 up. Not going to make any changes, let's just get out into the second half and secure this victory and put our name in that final. So I thought this was going to be a kick-off highlight, but it looks like it might not be. Martial back to Romero, clears it away. Now it will cut me off. Yeah, I thought so. This one's definitely not going to cut me off. Luis Enrique's into the box. Romero comes out and collects it. Surely that's not going to be the end of the highlight. Romero kicks it long. Ibrahimovic flicks it on, but it gets drops to Wozolewski. Zila, obviously formerly of Manchester United, goes forward. Schneiderlin wins it. Ibrahimovic to Martial. Martial gives it away. Leonardo Ajoa's in here. Chance to get a goal for Leicester. Ajoa, it's a good finish. 1-1. I'm not worried. 1-1. We're still 6-1 up on aggregate, so I'm actually quite happy for Leicester. You know, we've tonked them a few times this season, so I'm happy for them. They managed to get a goal against us. They're still not going to win, but they managed to get a goal. Good for them. So, 76th minute, still no highlights since the last time I spoke. So, I'm going to bring Depay on for Martial, and I'm going to bring on Angel Gomez for Mkhitaryan. And you know what? I'm actually not going to bring on Memphis Depay. I'm going to bring on our 3 youngsters. I'm going to bring on Angel Gomez. Now, what's his best position? Left midfield. So, I'll bring him on for Martial. Bring on Lee O'Connor. I think he's a fullback. Yeah. Bit of a defensive fullback. I'm not too bothered about that. I'm going to bring on Nishan Burkhardt as a poacher. Let's give these 3 youngsters a 15-minute spell on the first team. So, Mkhitaryan to take the throw-in. Burkhardt wins the ball into the box, cleared away. Lucas Lima. And Angel Correa gets the reaction there, and it's 2-1. Really want one of these youngsters to score. I'm happy that Correa scored, because he doesn't get very many, so it's nice for him to get himself a goal, but I'd love to see one of these 16, 17 year olds get themselves a goal. It's a nice finish from Correa actually, good reactions. So, Jeffrey Schlupp with the free kick. Definitely one of the weirdest names I've ever heard. Romero goes long. Burkhardt, not sure if he won that or not, but Angel Gomez picks it up. It's Lucas Lima to Schneiderlin. So Angel Gomez. Gomez, is he going to look for Luke Shaw? He does. The pass is cut out though. Daley Blind makes the tackle. It's a good tackle. Angel Correa. Tackled by Brown. Gomez picks it up. Gomez finds Correa. Correa to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan to Lucas Lima. To Burkhardt. Burkhardt to Mkhitaryan. Back to Burkhardt. Oh, he's hit both posts. I really wanted that to go in. Jeffrey Schlupp plays it away. I really thought he was going to score then. So, Matty James picks up the ball. Gives it to Brown. Brown back to Wozolewski. And that's it. Full time, 2-1 win, 7-1 on aggregate. Into the final we go. So that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.